to another sneaker show. That sounds really bad. Anyway, sorry. What's up, guys? I'm really excited today, mainly because I'm actually able to upload a video, and there's some really cool stuff that I'm really excited that I have now. Been really busy the past several weeks with work and some family stuff, but all is good and we're ready to get back into it. Last time I even logged into YouTube was a whole month and a half, like a whole, possibly 2 months ago actually, and I was just kind of curious on, what my video looked like. It was the first time I'd ever tried to watch my video, and I noticed that one of them had like 100 views, and I was like, what? Everybody, I didn't know what to think, because I might have made this point before in another video where I don't really care if anybody watches these at all. It's just kind of for me to talk about something that I don't usually get to talk about with a lot of people, just because a lot of people who like my sneaker friends or whatever I don't work in that setting anymore, or they have their own jobs now, or they have families now, or people are out of town and I'm really busy, they're really busy. So it gives me kind of an outlet to talk about things. Whether or not I'm actually talking to an actual person, I don't know. We'll see what we'll see what happens with it. But today is going to be another sneaker steal and deal kind of thing. Super psyched to talk about some of the stuff I found not last week. Well, last week, yes, but not only last week, but the week before last week, and actually that's it. Yeah, the last 2 weeks. I made a trip out to San Marcos first 2 weeks ago and found a few cool things, and then last week I went to Round Rock for the Round Rock outlets. That's the cool thing about living in Austin, is that you have the Round Rock outlets and you have the San Marcos outlets and you have a bunch of stuff in town too, but it's just kind of nice to have those bigger product ranges. So on my trip, I guess we'll talk about the San Marcos one first. So kind of sneaker deals, steals on some stuff that I found at San Marcos. Some really cool stuff. I looking for the receipt, because I usually keep my receipts for everything, especially shoe stuff, just so I can go back and kind of, look how much I paid for them, or if, somebody, people ask, how much did you get it for? And I'm like, this much. So anyway, the first one was, I'm walking in, and it was a super hot day, and I had just left work, and I actually gotten paid that day, so I was kind of bored at home, and I was thinking, I want to go spend money. So not a lot of money, but I want to go, enjoy my paycheck. So, first one that I found, I walk into the Nike store. Usually that's how the cycle goes. I'll park, Nike store, then now the Champs is right next door to them, so I'll hit the Nike store, then Champs, and then make my way across the parking lot to Finish Line. Now there's a Shoe Palace there, and then I go off to the other side and do some Adidas, Reebok here and there. They really don't have much ever, other than those one other times that I found some of those Frank Thomas shoes. But anyway, that first stop was Nike. Usually is, just because I'm pretty sure most of the time I buy something from there, whether or not, whether it's a hat, socks. I'm always buying more socks. I don't know where all of my socks go. I'm pretty sure my dog eats them. Yes, you. So first one I found, which is something that they've had there for a while, it is the Air Max Lunar 1. So we all know what the Air Max 1 is. We all know what a Lunar line is, but this one, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this one. If you haven't, I don't know where you've been. But every year Nike will re-release pretty much the original Air Max line. It happens every year. We can expect it to happen. Nike, Air Max 1, Air Max 95, Air Max 90, Air Max 97 even in some cases. So you always see them do their OG releases, like their Quick Strike, whatever, OG release. Sometimes they have a yellow sole, whatever. But then you'll also see them release around the same time the same silhouettes, but with updated in modern day materials or technology. In this case, it's the Lunar Max Sole, which has a Lunarlon foam cushioning system up front, Lunarlon foam, or the Duralon outside, I believe it's what it's called. It's like the stability type of foam where they cage. It's Duralon on the outside, and then the cushion side of it, which is the Lunarlon. Originally, they had put this on the Hyperdunk back in 2008. And since then, they've made tweaks to it. They made it a little bit more stable. They made it a little bit more durable. So it's in a good place. Saw these on the wall. I've seen them there before a few times that I went. And they were honestly way too expensive for me to buy, especially at an outlet for this shoe, which I know is sitting on normal store shelves, even at regular price still. Originally, I know they wanted like $115 or something. I knew I wasn't gonna pay that much, so I just kept passing by. It seemed like they had a lot of stock on this, so I was just kind of patiently waiting. You know, as outlets do, they change their prices, or they'll hold like school or like specials for like back to school or Memorial Day, Veterans Day, whatever. They do like 20% off, 30% off. You name it, they'll do it on any given weekend. Most likely, you'll be there for one. Whether it's 15 to 50% off, you'll probably see something. So the past few times that I've went, you know, they eventually went down to like 99, and then this last time they were down to $64.99. Now, if I can find the frickin' receipt, I don't remember how much I actually paid for them, because I want to say, oh shit, I want to say I got them cheaper than that, but I can't really remember. No, okay, yeah, so this, I remember now. This one, it was marked at $64.99, which was the same price that I paid for it. I got another shoe at the same time, which I'll go into that one now. But yeah, this one was at $64.99. Not a bad shoe. It's going to go with everything. I mean, it's an OG colored modern version of an Air Max, and they're super comfortable. I would actually probably try and run in these. They're a little too high for running shoes for me, but they're super comfortable. If you want like a nice leisure, you know, whatever day off shoe, this is it, and it looks great. Goes with everything. Classic white Nike and red shoe. So yeah, check that out. The item number, if you're interested in those, to picking them up or having them shipped to you from an outlet, is 654469. Color code is color code is 101 for 101. It's the Nike Air Max Lunar 1, and as you can see, they're marked at $64.99 or $64.97, whatever. So yeah, if you don't have these in your area, and you kind of missed out on picking them up at retail, which is kind of dumb if you actually pick them up for retail, because I don't think it's worth it. But do you? If you know, just call up your the closest outlet center to you, and then they can have them ordered and shipped out to you. I believe that's how that works. I've only had to do that one time, and they did ship them to me, but that was years ago. I don't know if that's changed or not. Next one I saw, when I rounded that corner, usually they have their like skateboarding and lifestyle, then into sportswear, then into basketball, then running on the men's side. So I ended up seeing this on the wall, and this one's awesome. I'm super psyched I found this. I haven't bought a Nike SB in a long time. It's been a while, like for real. I've bought some Dunks here and there or some Blazers, but I haven't bought any actual SBs in a while. First thing that caught my eye was the color of the box. I totally forgot that they were doing the seafoam or Tiffany green colorway in the box, and then they were doing the split color, which is, it looks cool. It's fun. First thing I saw on the wall was this guy. I was super stoked to see this. The first thing, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, this is gonna sound super lame, and all you your older sneakerheads are gonna laugh their asses off at me. I thought these were I can't remember the freaking name of them, but it was a special collab, super limited edition back in like 2008, 2009, maybe 2007, and it had, I can't even remember the freaking designer or the collab name anyway, but it had like a flap on top, and it had the same kind of color scheme, But it was dope, and that was the first thing that came into mind when I saw these. And I know these aren't them, and I know these aren't a knockoff of them. These are simply the Beijing edition Dunk. The actual name, for if you want to know, is the Nike Dunk Low Premium SB QS for Quick Strike. So yeah, it's the Beijing inspired colorway. It has that lion head. The whole idea was that it's styled after kind of old world structure or like architecture. The whole idea behind the leather being distressed the way it is that it was supposed to mimic the look of the brick walls of the old temples and old cities. And then, of course, the red and gold everywhere. I mean, that's everywhere in China. Even nowadays, that's everywhere in China. Yeah, it's a beautiful shoe. Like, just looking, I love, whether or not I've said this before, I love shoes that have texture to them. If a shoe is all leather and one color, I don't care for it. I don't care who it is that collabed, who it is that's a retro, what number it was, what limited, I don't care. If it looks boring and flat, I don't want to get it. But the minute that I see, shoes with leather and suede, or suede and like netting or mesh or anything, I'm 10 times more likely to buy the shoe. As you can see, this has like a distressed tumbled leather on front. It's nuts. This shoe looks so good. It actually looks better in person now that I'm looking at the screen. But this one also, with Nike's new SB line, they're also going to the Lunar Lawn cushioning system on the shoe itself. So they still do the like zoom unit on the insole, which they've been doing for the longest time on the back of the insole. And then on the front of the insole, they're doing the Lunar Lawn, which I believe they've been doing that for a few years now. But yeah, that's that. And these are 10. I tried on a 9.5, even though they didn't have a 9.5 that was like in good shape. The 9.5 they had was the wall display. And don't get me wrong, I am not that kind of person. If I see a wall display shoe and that's the only size, I don't mind buying it as long as it's in good condition. I don't want a shoe that's been through the ringer, or on It doesn't even bother me that other people might have tried the shoe on. It just didn't look good. Like, it was busted up. It looked like someone had tried to yank it off the wall and dropped it 10 times. So I ended up going with a 10. They fit great. I have other SBs in 10s, so that's usually the way to go on those. It did come with other laces, white color laces, but I like, as you know, I like black, so I'm sticking with the black laces on. Going into the Round Rock outlet side, this one I'm kind of surprised. Every time that I've gone to the Round Rock outlets, I've been extremely disappointed. Usually they have a lot of basketball shoes. Right now, I mean, you can, if you want a LeBron or a Kobe or a KD, and you're not looking for a specific like limited premium release or whatever, you could just go to an outlet center and get a LeBron Elite, a KD Elite, Kobe Elite. I mean, they're still gonna be expensive. Like the Kobe's, I believe, are still like $200. LeBrons are in the like 160, 150 range, depending on the color. But I wasn't impressed by anybody's shoes this year. The Kobe's this year, I feel like are extremely, I don't know, I feel like the technology is extremely unnecessary for most people. Him coming off of his injury, I feel like that shoe shouldn't have been that high anyway, but it kind of looks ridiculous. I know the point of a basketball shoe, especially a performance basketball shoe, is not the way it looks, but it does help. And also, when I tried it on, it's way too constricting for me. It felt bulky, even though it's very streamlined, if that makes any sense. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron's usually fit kind of weird, but depending on the color or whatever, or the story behind them, I'll get them, but I haven't been impressed with anything. Plus, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing the same colors on like newer shoes every year. It's getting really old. So anyway, let me get off my rant real quick. I went to the outlet mall in Round Rock. I had a meeting at work, and then I figured I'm downtown anyway, so I might as well make the I made half of the trip, you know, because I live in South Austin. And so, went up to Round Rock, had lunch up there, and then, so walk into the store, walk into Nike. Adidas didn't have, well, actually, that's not true. Walked into Nike, we'll talk about that later. Walked into Nike, and they're having a huge sale, actually. I think is because they're still having the same sale that they were coming off of for, like, back to school time, which I totally forgot about. Me not being in school anymore and haven't been a student since I graduated college. I just lose track of that shit. So, the first one that I see, which I am so stoked about, as you know, I love my retro 90s and 80s basketball and trainers and runners and all that good stuff. So it's fun to see this kind of stuff, especially whenever these shoes are sitting in other stores at regular price. This one is the Agassi, or the Air Tech Challenge 2. I believe it's the 1989 Agassi Signature Series. This is one of my favorite shoes. This color, not so much, but it's an awesome deal for this one. I was walking down. Of course, I always start at the very end and walk my way through, just so I don't miss anything. So I walked through. They didn't have it on the end of the wall, like the display, but they did have it. They had a few sizes left. They had like 10, 11, and up. This shoe originally, they're $120. Which is kind of ridiculous. I don't care who you are. This shoe is ridiculously priced at retail for anybody. I bought my Hot Lava colored, like OG colored ones back in 2009. Or I'm sorry, 2008 when that whole Hot Lava pack released with the 95s. I think a Blazer came out with that. Some 360s or like Air Max, like whatever that year was. And then the Tech Challenges. I don't know if I have them here. They're in my Unbox series. Anyway, I don't remember how much I paid for them, mainly because I did get a discount on them from my work. So, I mean, I never had to pay retail for this shoe ever before, so I didn't really want to now, as spoiled and as annoying as that is. But anyway, found this one, originally priced $120. They had then gone down to $80, and I'm pretty sure something else after that, because the price point that I found them at was $39.97. No joke. This shoe is way worth $39.97. If you can see that. It's the color code is 101. So it's that like sport blue, white and gray upper, and then it's got that Hot Lava infrared color on the bottom of the shoe. I mean, it's a fun shoe. I also have a vintage jacket that would go perfectly with this, so I'm super excited for the weather to cool down, because I think I've actually made a video of a few of the jackets that I got from other thrift stores, and I'm super psyched for this winter, as cheesy as that sounds. So yeah. $39.99. I'm not gonna pass it up, even though the color's kind of weird. I mean, it's very retro and like 90s colorway, but it's not usually the kind of thing that I wear out. So yeah, $39.97. So yeah, next one. So I got that one. Also, on a better note, these were a little bit more expensive. It's the same shoe. But it was one of the Quick Strike colors, and I was extremely surprised to find this because I actually looked for these online a few different places, and they were all sold out on this color. It was one of the OG colors, it's like the Ace of Spades color, or the Ace whatever. I was stoked to find this one. This one originally priced was $120 as well, but it was at the outlets for $109. Only a $10 difference. They had just gotten these in. This is what the lady was telling me at the store. Like they just got them in the week before. So their markdowns happen every Wednesday, I believe, or Monday. I can't remember what she was telling me. Anyway, so I wasn't really expecting to get much off of these, but I can't believe I found this shoe for not only retail but under retail. I actually looked for this shoe. I would have bought this shoe with like a coupon from like Finish Line or Foot Locker or somewhere, depending on where I found it. But yeah, this is an awesome shoe. It's in extremely good condition, and comparing it to the other one, it is actually better quality than the other one, which at first, for the longest time, especially the past 2 years or so, the releases that have been like premium or quick strike releases, I just always associated with it's just the color that they're doing something different with. It wasn't necessarily anything about the shoe itself. It was just the color. Wrong. This shoe has way better leather than the other one, than the other colorways. And the material on the inside, it's like a different padding. It's freaking weird. I've never noticed that much of a difference between a general release of the same shoe and a quick strike or premium release in the same. It's totally weird. That's kind of, I was not expecting that. Also, cool little fun thing, which I love the little like add-on trinkets like hang tags and whatever you have. Jordan doesn't really do much anymore on that. Like I remember when I bought my first pair, like the white cement Spizikes, they came with that little like flip out card that all the mellows and everything came out with. I love that. That just drives the value of a shoe, just because it kind of gives you something other than the shoe just to kind of have. It's fun, especially when you're a young kid. But this, it's like a Nike edition, like Agassi playing card, and on the front it's an ace of clubs, and it's got little drawing of the actual shoe on it. Just my light here. Yeah, it's got like the same shoe drawn onto an ace of clubs card, and the top says Nike Air Tech Challenge, the 3/4, like the 3/4 cut. It says deal with it. It's kind of their kind of a hint to their kind of marketing line with that, with Agassi, since that was very much his attitude back then, was just deal with it. I mean, he was kind of abrasive of personality, but whatever. Who cares? Has nothing to do with anybody. Just watch the guy play tennis and he kicks butt. So that was one of my favorite finds of that time, other than the Beijing Dunk. Another one, this shoe wasn't my favorite, especially when I saw it at other stores. Didn't really do much for me. I'm a purist when it comes to Nike and like classic stuff. So I'm not big on like Dub Zeros, and like I said, I did buy a Spizike before, but it was a very new thing at that time, and it was also a Christmas gift when I was like 18 or 19, so whatever. Anyway, so the next one I found, it was like Agassi Day. I swear to God, it was Tech Trainer Agassi Day at Round Rock. So it's the hybrid version. It's the hybrid version of like all of the Air Tech challenges in like some OG colorways. The Ripple color, the Hot Lava, the Volt, the Hot Lava on the bottom. Well, my favorite part of this shoe is the tongue. I love Andre Agassi's logo, and what Nike came up for him was that like plasma tennis ball like flying through the air like on fire, but whatever. It's an awesome shoe. The quality on this shoe is not that great. It is what it is. But one of my favorite things about it is the tongue. It's a neoprene tongue, which I believe is from the Agassi 4 maybe, or 5. I don't remember. But the tongue is that neoprene tongue, and it has like the molding to it, and it just looks cool. It kind of bumps it up for me, at least. Gives me something else to kind of go for. But yeah, this shoe originally is $130. Kind of dumb. They marked it down to $99, then $69, and I bought it for $59. The color code on this guy is 100. It's the Air Tech Challenge Hybrid. Everybody's seen this shoe. I've seen it at many stores. I still see it at stores sitting on shelves. It's not my favorite, like I said, but the price was good, and I feel like I can wear this with a bunch of different things. It's like a few of those jackets that I've purchased, or t-shirts, like vintage t-shirts and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's kind of what I have for you. There's one. I'll kind of go through. I'll just put all the Agassi's up. Why not? It's a fun shot. But yeah, hope you had fun on this one. Like I said, there's more to come, especially with other brands and styles. I try to keep everything together as far as a type or a style. And then just write in the comments if you want to see a certain type of shoe or a certain type of thing or a themed item or anything like that. Yeah. Again, I am super surprised at how the this video thing has kind of gone. Like I said, I went and checked my YouTube account, and it was the few of the videos have like 100 views and 200 views and 150. I was like, what the heck is going on? People actually were like listening to my voice. It's kind of dumb. Not on your part, but it's just weird. Anyway, I really do appreciate you guys watching and, you know, just listening to me ramble about stupid crap all the time. If there's anything that you guys want to hear about, talk about, let me know. I am really busy these days, but I'll try to upload videos more often. I hate that people have... Oh, also, that's another thing. I got 16 new subscribers. That is nuts. I know this is like a very piece of crap video channel or whatever. I'm just recording it with my camera. But it's, again, this is something for me. And if you want to listen and join in, awesome. I feel like that is kind of what the whole sneakerhead thing is about. A lot of us have that one or a few certain things that we like, and we just go with it. So, appreciate you watching. Thanks for giving me the time. Again, if you got any of these shoes for the same, more, or less price, let me know. I would love to know. I love finding out how much people spent on the same things that I got, just because it's either hurts because I could have got it cheaper, or it's a good thing because I got it for the cheapest number. But anyway, hope you had fun. See you on the next one.